pitches do you throw, and what are they?
I throw 5 pitches. I throw a sinker. I throw a cutter. I throw a sweeper. They don't call that a slider anymore. They call it like a home. They call it a sweeper now.
Okay.
I throw a curveball and a circle swing.
Okay. What's your out pitch? Let's say it's 1 and 2, 2 outs. What are you gonna throw?
Sweeper.
Sweeper.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's my best pitch. My cutter, sinker, or contact pitches. Get weak contact, ground balls, hopefully. But my curveball and my slider are definitely my out pitches, and I'll mix in the change up when I need to mix it up.
Okay. You mentioned being a Yankee fan. I'm a Red Sox fan, so don't hold that against me. But growing up, did you have a favorite player growing up, a Yankee or anybody?
Oh, yeah, Derek Jeter,
Okay.
Andy Pettit. Love those guys.
Awesome.
Always just lifelong fans of them.
Awesome. How about today? Who do you think you like model your game after?
Like Max Scherzer.
Okay.
I know he's a righty, but I mean, just like he just got it up here. Like he's just a dog out there. It's exactly like what I like to know.
Awesome. I could tell that from just watching you out there. So that's very cool. So you grew up in New York. Where did you grow up?
Finger Lakes region. It's a small town, like 30 minutes south of Rochester, called Canisius.
Okay.
I went to Livonia High School. Small town area, you know. I mean, it's a great area. It's beautiful. It's a pretty similar weather to here, just less mountains in the background.
Okay. When did you start playing baseball? How old were you?
I was 3 when I played. I think it's called mush ball. I think. Pretty sure that's what my mom said it was called. But mush ball, the T-ball, to Little League, all that stuff. But yeah, so I've been playing my whole life.
Okay. And you went on and played high school ball, and you played all 4 years, and I saw you threw 3 no-hitters. Is that correct?
Yeah, 3. I did 3 in travel and 3 in high school ball.
Oh, that's awesome. And you won state title in your senior year, correct?
Yes, sir. Senior year, yep.
Okay. Do you have a favorite high school moment you care to share on the field?
Oh, high school moment was when my best friend, Brody Metcalf, shout out Brody, he hit the game when he hit, walk-off hit. We were down, I think, 7-3 going into the bottom of the 7th.
Okay.
And we got bases loaded. My other best friend, John Smith, random name, I know. But John Smith scored. He scored. And, I mean, we were taking first pitch the whole time, and my head coach, Scott Gilman, he said to Brody, he goes, "You got it, swing away." First pitch, Brody lines him down the line. We score, we win. Everyone went nuts. It was the craziest moment of my life.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it was great.
Very cool.
It was great.
And I hear you play football and basketball. Is that correct?
Absolutely, yep.
What position?
In basketball, I was like just a guard, point guard, shooting guard, whatever they wanted me at. I like to shoot the ball. Football, I did a little bit of everything. I kicked here and there, I returned here and there, but I was mostly a receiver and safety or corner. Receiver and corner.
You always wanted to play baseball though from the moment you started?
Yeah. Okay. It was hard to give the others up though, I will say. It was very tough.
Yeah. So where'd you go to college before Coastal Carolina? I know you mentioned that before.
Yeah, so I went to Binghamton University in upstate New York for my first 2 years. I played my freshman year. I earned a weekend starting spot on Sunday of opening weekend. My sophomore year, tore my UCL in the 4th inning against Michigan, and then missed the rest of my sophomore year. Transferred to Coastal, missed my junior year, and then came back senior year. Was like iffy, 2 years off. I was not the same after a while. And then last year, I started to figure some things out. And
Did you have Tommy John surgery then? Okay. How did that go?
it went well. They took a graft out of my wrist. They put it in there, and it was good as new. Dr. David Alchek, who's a Mets doctor, the Mets surgeon or something. But yeah, so he did a great job, and I haven't had any issues since. Knock on wood.
Okay, absolutely.
Yeah.
Amen, man. You missed your junior year, but that was COVID year anyway, so that's thankfully you didn't really miss any baseball. But you were able to get healthier and all that. So Coastal Carolina, what brought you to Coastal Carolina?
It was my dream school. Growing up, I mean, we vacationed in Myrtle Beach growing up. My high school team went to Myrtle Beach every spring. And my dad was always telling me about like Long Beach State, Coastal Carolina, like the mid-major schools that are really good, and keeping dreams alive. And I remember I went to visit there my junior year of high school, which was the year they won the national championship.
Okay, 2016.
Yep. And it was just like blew my mind. That was the first year they had all their new facilities and stuff. and I was like, wow, like this place is unreal. So I unfortunately I didn't go there out of high school, but I did go to Binghamton, and they treated me great. But when I had the opportunity after my arm surgery, I wanted to change the scenery, so they accepted me, welcomed me in.
You won Sun Belt Pitcher of the Year for first time ever for that school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They were in the Big South before that. Other pitchers won it, but I was the first one since they won this.
That's cool.
And they went to the Sun Belt.
Oh, very cool. Got your name in the record book, man.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yep, sure. I probably know the answer to this next question because I saw lots of videos online. But where were you on draft day?
Oh yeah, I was in my backyard. My parents did a great job setting up. We had tons of my friends and family and friends, parents, tons of people, high school coaches, everybody came out. It was great. It was the best day of my life. I was super grateful for that whole situation. So we were in my backyard. We set up, we had food and put the TV out there, chairs under the things.
Oh, nice.
It was really cool.
Selected in the 5th round by the Seattle Mariners. Did you expect that? Or?
Not necessarily. I didn't even know if I was going to get drafted on day 2, and I was telling my mom, I don't get drafted. Are people going to come back tomorrow? But I had no idea. But I went for a long prayer walk in the park by myself at the beginning of the draft, and I came back, and 30 minutes later, I got drafted. It happened so fast. It was very special that I didn't have the call in the 5th say they're taking me in the 8th, and then they call me in the 9th and say they're taking me in the 12th. None of the funny business. Just got right to it. Took me in the 5th. And then we celebrated. It was awesome.
We were talking pre-show, but tell us again what do you guys do for church service here with AquaSox?
Yeah, so we go up in those bleachers over there, and the guy comes in and we talk about the Bible and different stuff how it correlates to our lives. And it's a great time. I love it. We even do it on the road. Someone does it on the road too. Different guys that come in and help us out. And I think it's really cool because obviously we don't get a chance to go to church, which would be really nice. But it's great to make people go together.
Awesome. Great day of faith.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I was raised Catholic myself. What do you practice going in?
I mean, I wasn't really raised very religious, but I think it's beautiful that I found it on my own.
Okay.
And I think it's the most important part of my life now, over baseball, over everything.
Very inspiring.
Yeah, it's inspired me a lot, and I hope to inspire others as well.
Definitely. Great to hear that.
Absolutely.
I know we're getting near the end, but I got a few more questions.
No problem.
Have you been when you got drafted by Seattle, have you ever been to opposite end of the United States?
No. My first time was right after the draft. They sent me to Arizona, and that was my first time ever out west. I played in Arkansas for college ball last year, but that's as far as I've gotten out west. So but the Pacific Northwest is gorgeous. It's beautiful out here. It doesn't get extremely hot, which is nice. Yeah, it's not very humid. The weather's like this pretty much every day in the summer. You can't ask for anything better. Baseball. So it's beautiful.
Awesome. What was your first impression of Everett?
I mean, I was just taking everything in. My first professional experience. It's a funky stadium, I will say. But that wall in center is not our pitcher's friend. But it's fun. I love it here. We got great fans. We got a great atmosphere. We got a great jumbotron. Everything's pretty cool, I will say.
On Friday night, they hit that triple off of but in that bad spot.
Yeah.
I mean, did that upset you, or did you just
No, I was just happy they finally got a hit that I can't be mad about. It fun, infield single, all that stuff. If they beat you, they beat you. Like I said, if I'm doing my best the whole time, then I can win.
Right on. What do you like better, playing for Coach Ryan or playing for Coach Gary Gilmore at Costal Carolina?
Oh man, just two way different coaching styles. Gary's pretty old school, great guy. Man, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. Scotty does a great job. It's more laid back. It keeps him professional. We all get our stuff done, and I don't know how to answer that. I mean, they're both great coaches. They're both Gary had a long, very successful career, and I'm sure Scott will have the same thing.
Right on. Oh, don't watch the video, so that's perfect answer. Another question I want to ask. What was your favorite job? Bartending, landscaping, being a camp instructor, or running the go-karts?
Oh, you read my resume. I would say the camp instructor. My dad and a bunch of guys run a baseball camp, a youth baseball camp, a softball camp back home. And unfortunately, ever since I've been out here, obviously I can't run it. But I will say, like I like to volunteer for the kids camps here and stuff when I can, and it's a great time. I love like teaching baseball, teaching whatever I can to just spread, positivity and just promoting the game. So, yeah, I would say that's something.
Okay, awesome. In 20 years, when your career's over, baseball career's over, are you going to be in the FBI or the CIA?
I'm not sure. I forgot about that whole thing. Hopefully I'm still somewhere around baseball, but those do, like, if something really happened. Those are always something that pique my interest.
Okay. I'm rooting for FBI for you.
Okay.
Couple more questions. What we like to ask, what is your favorite sports movie of all time? It doesn't have to be baseball.
Great question. That's tough. I would say, I gotta say Sandlot.
Okay.
Just classic, great, feel-good movie. Yeah. Awesome.
Very good. Who plays you in your Hollywood movie?
Oh man. Wow, I've never been asked that before. I gotta say Matthew McConaughey.
Okay, why? I can see that, but why?
He's just a chill guy. He's laid back, he's got long hair, he's handsome.
Good answers.
He's a great guy. I'm a big fan of Matthew.
Where can their fans find you on social media?
Yeah, like my handle, or like my Instagram handle is just it's Reid _VanScoter 2. My Twitter is Reid VanScoter 1. I made them when I was little. I don't know why. But yeah.
And I know this is not a podcast, but we like to end our shows on a positive note. Call it a shout out. A person, place, or thing, something positive in your life. Would you care to give a shout out?
Shout out my family and friends. You all know who you are. All my loved ones.